All right, thank you. Herb Stratford, this is for KMSB Fox 11 and Roadhouse Cinemas. Good morning, Sonequa.
Good morning. How
So
you
nice to meet you.
doing? Nice to meet you too.
So let me start by just saying this is such a remarkable true story. How did this land in your lap? How did this come to you?
Kyle Houseman Stokes, the director and co-writer and producer of the film. This is about his life, and he wrote me a letter, and he said, this is who I am, U.S. Army veteran, Staff Sergeant Bronze Star. I brought all my people home, but I lost. I have lost some battle buddies as well. And I want to make a film to honor them, and I also want to make a film to save lives. And so he offered me to join him in that mission. And I said, bet.
That just shows you should always write the letter, right? Because you never
I
know.
know it got me. It was also written, just like the script. It was brilliantly written.
So let me touch on the relationship between your character and Natalie Morales's character on screen. There is such a dynamic, there is such a sort of authenticity to your relationship. Had you guys met? Had you ever sort of interacted before? It just feels so natural.
Oh, thank you for saying that. That's a high compliment. You know what? We did not know each other before. It was friendship at first sight. As soon as we saw each other, we said, oh, okay, well, I love you, so this is gonna be great. And it was, and we didn't have to fight for it. We didn't have to strain it or strategize it. It was just authentic. It was natural. It was easy.
So, and then the rest of this cast for this film is absolutely insane. So, I would imagine that when you get when you start digging into this and you see Morgan Freeman, you see Ed Harris, what was that like on set? Was that just like so exciting to be with that group of people?
Yes, it was so exciting. Morgan came on and immediately started razzing everybody, and it was great because I think we needed it. We needed it because we were all like, oh gosh, and we were so nervous, and he just immediately put us all at ease. He was in and out. He didn't have much time with us, but he made the most of it, and we did too. And he's so kind and gentle, but he's so funny too, shockingly. And so, well, maybe it's not shocking. That charm that we've seen for so many years is it's there all the time. And with Ed, I was so overwhelmed by him. I tell him, and I say it a lot, his eyes are like oceans, but legit, like you get in there and you can like lose yourself. You can just splash into those oceans and just have a really beautiful time creating life. He opened himself up completely to me, and I will always be grateful to him for that. It
So,
was
I was just going to say the power of this film is just it's so subtle and it's so sort of at the same time it's you start to care about these characters so much and then by the end there's just this sort of you sort of know where it's going but then you don't and it's so rewarding and so sort of life affirming to see the conclusion of this film. What do you want people to walk away from when they see this? Like what's the feeling or what's the one takeaway you want?
Oh man, I really hope the same thing that Kyle hopes, right? I really hope that the mission is fulfilled, right? He wanted to tell the story to save lives, and so even if it's just one life, I hope that that's what happens. And I, I'll say that's more of that's at the root of it. That's like the deepest way to describe it. Going up a little bit more to like a more shallow place, I'll say I hope people talk about it. I hope people are encouraged to talk about what they're going through. I hope especially that veterans are encouraged to talk about what they've gone through and not let it fester inside of them, because that's what ends up happening, and it ends up toxifying them on the inside. And I hope that they see themselves and And I also hope that those that haven't served, that are dealing with these things, that are walking around with this kind of pain and toxicity inside, I hope that they also are encouraged to talk about it too. And then for those people who are not in this kind of pain, thank God that you're not. Um, Hopefully they'll learn or be encouraged to listen better. I know that I certainly was encouraged to listen better as well, because that's the other end of that's the other side of the coin.
Well, I'll just say in wrapping that I want more of you two. So I want a prequel of you guys in the field. So we got to figure out how to get that made.
That's
So
right. Okay. Yes. Wow.
congratulations on a great film. I think it's just really powerful and unlike anything we've seen before. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much for that. Thank you. And thank
All
you
right.
for having me.
Nice to meet you.
You too.